everyone, my name is Tia9 and today I present you the 4th episode of Tamriel's Next Top Model for the Elder Scrolls Online. Today's outfit theme is Knights of Tamriel. A big thank you to all participants for their great outfit submissions. As always, you can find timestamps in the video description if you are only interested in a specific topic. The first outfit, Dawnguard Tatters, is created by Greenhawk, who plays ESO on the PS4. Though Dawnguard were disbanded long ago, there are those who still practice their ways and carry on their good fight against evil. Without an official headquarters, the remnants of Dawnguard will often be found in weathered armor, standing vigilant at the nearest undaunted enclave. He used for the head the flannel forester's hood, or you can use the heavy mercenary style. The chest the medium Ashlander style, the shoulders the heavy Akaviri style, the hands the light ebony style, the waist the medium Buoyant Armature style, the legs the medium Wormcoat style, and the feet the light ebony style. As weapons he uses a sword in the Ancient Elf 2 style and an axe in the Outlaw 3 style. Also he uses a dagger in the Ancient Elf 2 style and a shield in the Akaviri 2 style. As dyes he suggests browns, blacks, greys and whites, and also you can include the color of your alliance to the handles of your weapons. The application cost for this outfit is 14,650 gold. The following outfit is from lowercase 10. After years of service to the Scarlet King as his personal knight, it was finally time for Wilhelm to retire. Wilhelm was living a peaceful life in a village up in the north of Skyrim. Together with his loving wife and 2 daughters, he enjoyed his time as a father. It didn't take long for his calm life, however, to turn upside down. Only a few years after his new life started, a danger was already on the rise. Wilhelm spotted several Covenant scouts investigating the village. Wilhelm sent countless letters to the Imhard commander in Solitude, but the Pact refused to listen. A week after the scouts were spotted, the Covenant invaded the village. Wilhelm saw his daughters bleeding to death. No villagers were spared by the bloodthirst of the Covenant. Thanks to a willing sacrifice of his wife, Wilhelm was able to escape. Angry, upset and out of hope for his village, Wilhelm lost all his faith in the Pact. Where were they when his daughters lay dead on the dirt? Where were they when his wife sacrificed her own life in order for Wilhelm to get help? Where were they when innocent souls were slaughtered for nothing more than pride? Consumed with rage, Wilhelm swore to his dead family that the Covenant would pay. He turned to Racine, the god of man-beasts. He begged for power. Power that would destroy the Covenant. After days and days of sitting in a cold cave, praying to a self-made altar to the Lord of the Hunt, Racine listened. Racine would grant his blessing, but not without a price. Wilhelm was to become Racine's knight. This meant for Wilhelm that he would swear his undying loyalty to the Lord of the Hunt. His soul would go to the hunting grounds, meaning he would never be able to see his family again in Aetherius. Taken over by his emotions, Wilhelm accepted. In his new form, Wilhelm took revenge on the Covenant raiders and murdered every single last one of them, leaving desecrated bodies behind. Wilhelm was now on a personal mission to hunt down any Covenant or Pact member on Tamriel and murder them in the name of Racine. The next outfit was created by the Joker. He created the Imperial outfit for his Dragon Knight. He used for the head the heavy Order of the Hour style, the chest the heavy Dagger for Covenant style, the shoulders the medium Order of the Hour style, the hands the light ebony style, the waist the heavy Dagger for Covenant style, the legs the heavy ebony style, and the feet the heavy ebony style. As weapons he uses a sword in the Apostle style and a shield in the Order of the Hour style. As a secondary weapon he used a greatsword in the Apostle style. As dyes he used Master Brown, Bandit Brown and Nirnwood Grey. The application cost for this outfit is 17,250 gold. Now I share with you the outfit from Fnord Enoch. Noshel Groll is an orc. Some may call him simple, but there's no one you'd rather have by your side if things need to be hit very hard in the face. And just because reading isn't your strongest subject in school, doesn't mean you can't contribute to your party. He used for the chest the heavy Sifkin style, the shoulders the heavy Wormcoat style, the hands the heavy Orc Force style, the waist the heavy Orc Force style, the legs the heavy Wormcoat style, and the feet the heavy Sifkin style. The hamlet is hidden. As weapon he uses a greatsword in the Ancient Orc style. As dyes he used rank 4 material dice and Marmor Ice Grey. The application cost for this outfit is 6,100 gold without dice. The next outfit is created by Nolfi. King Nolfi is the patriarch of Clan Nolfi, a true paladin wielding immense powers of healing and destruction. He used for the head the light Yukudan style, the chest the heavy Trinimac style, the shoulders the heavy Dwemer style, the hands the heavy Mercenary style, the waist the heavy Hollowjack style, the legs the heavy Yukudan style, and the feet the heavy Yukudan style. As weapons he used the sword in the Halalu style and the shield in the Bloodforge style. As dyes he used Cold Harbor Ash Black, Motive Pattern Blue and Apprentice Blue. The application cost for this outfit is 11,750 gold. The following outfit is created by JTK961. Anis Alana Nightwood's story starts at the age of 19, at her wedding when Detra met Nirn, killing her soon-to-be husband and her family. After escaping Cold Harbor and displacing Molag Bal, she goes on to serve the Aldmeri Dominion. She is ready to serve the Aldmeri Dominion and Queen Irene with the help of her witty friend Rast on the island of Somerset. He used for the head the heavy Ancient Elf style, the chest the medium Aldmeri Dominion style, the shoulders the light Wood Elf 3 style, the hands the light Dwemer style, the waist the heavy Aldmeri Dominion style, the legs the light Celestial style, and the feet the medium Wood Elf 3 style. As weapons he used 2 daggers in the Ebony style and the bow in the Wood Elf 3 style. He used for his outfit various dyes, for example Motive Master Brown, Woodsman Green and Grudwood Brown. The application cost for this outfit is 11,500 gold. The next outfit submission is by Voladan. At a young age, Talis has met a raven to which she had an odd connection. At some point, the bird abstractedly shifted into a shield, which was this dark that even Evergloam and Shadow were even deeper than the heart of Nocturnal herself. Answering the prophecy of the deepest darkness, she rids herself of any remaining light to become one with the dusk. The prophecy reads as such: "Your magic once was color, was warmth and delight. No longer. You gave that to her. Your mistress has the color, but has given you a power. It takes only a judge to uncover it." He uses for the head the light Bloodforge style, the chest the medium Even Shadow style, the shoulders the heavy Militant Ordinator style, the hands the heavy Wormcoat style, the waist the medium Even Shadow style, the legs the heavy Silken Ring style, and the feet the medium Sifkin style. As weapons he used the sword and shield in the Even Shadow style. To enhance his look even more, he used the Tevani Magister personality. As dyes he used Cold Harbor Ash Black and rank 9 material dyes. The application cost for this outfit is 16,000 gold. Hopefully you enjoyed the 4th episode of Tammy's Next Topmodel. Thanks again to all participants for their work and great outfit submissions. The outfit theme for the next episode of Tammy's Next Topmodel is Dark and Light Mages. If you want to submit your outfit, you can find instructions in the video description. Please use the email template to submit your outfit. With the Somerset update, console players are now also able to hide the interface with the screenshot mode, which you can find in the video settings. Thanks for watching, and it would be wonderful if you subscribe, like or leave me a comment. Have a good day and until next time, tschüss!